Okay, people. So we left the pilot, which I just showed you. I'm such a bad filmmaker. I just showed you us driving into it. Hang on. But now I went to see an apartment. Oh, let me show you. Down that way. So, so there's really no grocery stores around here. No sod. Okay, there's City Trends. Oh, I think that's the link office that I go to. So, okay. I don't know, but there's all, this is the city. This is the south side of, on the east side, southeast side of Chicago. We're down in the 120th streets. We're not up in, the main city, like by the Bean and all that. So this is the south side. Oh yeah, and this is the office that I went to for Link and stuff. And I went to see an apartment out here that my friend lives in, that they do go by your income. And I was going to fill, she's like, yeah, you can fill out the application. They take a service dog, go by your income. He's like, come see it. He said the apartments are really nice. And I've seen them online, and they do. The insides are really, really nice. Okay, so let me show. So, but, like, this is all you see is, forest trees or abandoned buildings, but, like, not nice forests, So, there's trees. I'm trying to turn the camera around. There's trees, and I like trees. But there's, like, it's weeds, and nothing. And this I do not understand. Like, why can't the government, I don't understand, like, or the property owners, why can't they plant sod? I mean, there's sod. The whole park is sod. And I am the worst filmmaker, because I meant to film them eating their breakfast at the park, because there's no, like, bugs. I mean, there's hardly any bugs. You're not itching your legs when you're walking through this park. I think it's sodded. It looks like sod to me on the ground, and they groom it and cut it. And in front of that building, it was just like dirt and weeds. It's like, I don't understand. Why can't, maybe they don't have the money, or the city just doesn't want to do it. I don't know who's responsible, but for these buildings, well, probably the landlord, because my landlord was a slumlord and he hardly took care of our yard. But the buildings behind us, they had a sprinkler system, and their yards were always nice. And whenever we would want the dogs to play, I'd let them run around in that yard right behind our parking lot, because it was nice. It was sad. It was nice. So I guess it's the landlords. But it's like, I just don't understand. Why can't they have this? And it has nothing to do with color. It has nothing to do with being poor. I don't know who's responsible, but why can't things look clean on the outside? I mean, you got a messy house on the inside. That's up to you. Rich people have messy houses on the inside, And one person's view of their clean house is not another person's view of their clean house. I found that out. I realized that as I was doing online dating. Someone was like, oh, I straightened up. I'm like, okay, what did you straighten? Because I need to, like, I feel like I just need to clean your whole house right now. Can we just leave? I didn't even know where to sit. But, and I started realizing that other people's clean is not the same as your clean. And my daughter, her fiance's clean is not the same as my clean. So, because he would always say, I'm cleaning, I clean the house. And I'm like, okay, did you see the toilet? So, okay, so I'm on the other side. I'm over here on the extreme side of very clean. I'm very clean. So, I mean, I use Q-tips, to clean behind the sink, I mean, like, I clean that behind the toilet seat, brackets. So I'm clean. I wouldn't say I'm OCD, but I mean, when I clean. I clean like a maid. I fired 2 maids when I had a maid because they didn't fucking clean right. So I had to fire them. But, so I guess I'm extremely clean. But, I mean, when my place gets messy, it's like, okay, that means people are living in it and people are having fun. But everything has a place, and I put everything back in its place. Or whatever, that's a whole nother thing. So, I was explaining to my friend, who happened to be my ex-boyfriend, who happens to be a kind of a toxic relationship, but kind of a trauma bonding relationship, because when I got kicked out of my house, I had met him online throughout that. And he offered me to live with him in Englewood. I've said this on my other videos. I don't know what, one of the zodiac signs. And he lived in Englewood. If anyone knows Chicago, Englewood is, boarded up, a lot of drug addicts, a lot of beer cans all over the ground. Drug houses, stuff like that. There's always police. Like, I know when I'm getting close to his house and there's cops. So that's Englewood. And there was no running water. We peed in a bucket, used baby wipes. There's no shower, but and it was in the basement of someone's house, and he made it livable. He did what he could. So, and he offered me a place to live because I got kicked out by my cousin, and who was greedy for money and blah blah blah, and lived in my van with Cooper, and he took us in. So, I was grateful. I only lasted a few days there, but he did take us in. So we trauma bonded, actually. So, and that was 4 years ago or more. So now, I called him yesterday. I had a meltdown because we were so fucking hot. And I called him, and he was being an ass, because it's kind of an ass, toxic relationship. So, and asked if we could come there, and he was like, I was like, we're so fucking hot, and he's like, well, I feel really bad for you, but you can't have dogs here. He don't want the dog. He don't like Cooper. He's afraid of him, black men afraid of big dogs. I think it's a thing. But he was kind of sort of an ass. But see, that's what, back and forth. He brings out the worst in me. And, because I'm never really bitchy to anybody, but I could be a bitch to him. Like, he brings out the worst in me. So it's not really a good relationship. So we ping pong back and forth, being bitchy to each other. So he was, because I told him he was stupid. He didn't like that. I'm not a name caller, but I did tell him he was stupid because he was yelling at me about living in my car and saying, you need to get your shit together. And I'm like, I can't afford rent. Like, what? I've looked. I'm on, like, public housing lists that are 25 years long. I've called every 311. I've called all the fucking hotlines. The prevention for, there's the dog park we should try. I don't know. That's safe, but I always pass that one when I come back if I drive this way. But anyway, so I was telling him how there is no fucking services for anybody, unless you are a severe drug addict or severely mentally ill, like schizophrenia or something very severe, highly suicidal or something. And maybe have a record. There's no fucking services for people out here. So, no, prevention, homeless prevention. What homeless prevention? There is nothing. The whole system's fucked. That's why there's all these people. And I did see the row of car dwellers. I was going to say house dwellers. Now I'm already referring to my car as a house. The car dwellers over there at the other pilot, but it was too too big, and there was too much going on there. I didn't like the vibe there. And it was right off the highway. Like my pilot, that's my pilot now. it's kind of like you wouldn't even know it was there unless you knew it. So I bet you know, it's like, it's special, you know, it's a special pilot. And I think it's, oh yeah, we're here, we're home. But I don't know where we should go. I guess we should go to the park, because they might have to go potty. So no, they did go potty at the other pilot that did have a dog park, kind of, but the gate didn't even close. I don't know why someone rigged it up so it wouldn't close. And the other, like, there's a gate and then you go through and then there's a gate, but the gate that, the first gate didn't even lock, and then the other gate was rigged up to stay open. So, like, what the fuck, you know? I'm like, there's trucks in and out and people in and out. Okay, I don't know where I'm at. Oh, I turned the wrong way. Shoot, it's that way. I don't even know where I live. So that didn't work. And people, like, the Google everything, because it did show, like, the pictures kept showing a poop. So I was like, okay, people don't pick up their poop. And I guess people don't. So I'm just kind of glad Cooper did not poop. He needs to poop yet today, because I didn't have a baggie on me. And there was poop all in that dog park. Little poops. And then it said 30 pounds, I think 40 pounds or more. So it was a park for big dogs, but there was little dog poops. And I know more poops because I was a pet sitter, and that was a poop for like Amelia, and she's like 8 pounds. So people weren't listening to signs, and people were not picking up their poop. So that place is out. But I had to charge my phone, so I had to drive somewhere, and I don't even think it's charged yet. So we're gonna go back to our park. That is a beautiful park with sod and, you know, groomed. And I made myself pee, like, I pushed out more pee at the other pilot. I, like, waited and, like, I pushed and I got more out. So I'm totally empty. But I do need to get more hand sanitizer, because I got wipes. So I could eat my lunch. Oh, it's okay, yay, it's already 1:23. So this day's passing by faster. Oh God, and then I got to drive back to the Amazon. So I'm totally fucking my mileage today. Aww, someone died. There's a funeral going on right there. So, sorry, I get distracted, I guess. So many things to see. Well, I usually go nowhere. So we're gonna go back to our park. I guess I'll eat my lunch. I'm not even hungry, but I guess I should eat. And, yeah, 4 o'clock. I'm gonna go back to the pilot and sit there, watch the birds. Maybe they'll be back doing their thing. And then go to the bathroom, let the dogs out. Well, let the dogs out to finish at the park for their last hurrah of pooing. And then having a night at Pilot again. Yeah, so I wonder how many nights you can sleep there, because the van guy, he was gone, but the white van and the Ford Explorer, they were there, and I think another one was still there. So I mean, I don't know if I could make it there for 2 months, because I didn't like that other pilot. Now there's one other pilot that had really bad reviews. It's a bit closer, but so I could maybe try that one. I still haven't gone to the emergency rooms. Oh God, see now the guy, yeah, he must be homeless. The guy that was stretching. Wait, he moved the truck back. He's gonna move again. Because we're coming back. And he's probably gonna get mad. Because he moved himself before, remember? The guy that stretches but doesn't go nowhere. I think that's him. We need shade. Where is shade? And I like to be by a trash can. so I could throw out my trash. Yeah, so I don't know if that's him or not. No, that's not him. Okay. My here's our spot right by the trash can. And here, I'm going to show you what I was talking about with the sod. But that's what we'll do. We'll stay here, and hopefully my phone's charged by now. But let me turn the camera around. Okay, so that's, if you could see, I feel like there's a glare. Oh, it's my towel. That's the nice, there's shade, there's trees, and that's not even the park part. But it's like sod, see? This is where we sat before when I was putting oil in my car. And there's a little hill. I don't really like being near the cars, but well, and across the street, all the rich people playing golf. If you could see them over there. But look how pretty. And then if you can really look, I don't know if you can see because I don't know how to zoom in, but right there is a back of a truck. Through that opening, that's the truck stop. And a guy did come through with his dog, one of the truckers. But see how pretty? Like, and why can't they have this in the city? Like, why can't things look like this? You know? And, okay, I don't know. Call me, I don't know, whatever. Call me La-ti-da or something. But I guess maybe I'm a visual person. I can't. It makes you depressed. I can't look at dirt, weeds, and abandoned buildings. I just can't. I can't have that looking at that. It's just change of energy for me. I'm not trying to be la-ti-da. Like, I'm fucking living in my car. How could I be la-ti-da? But I need to visually look at something calming and nature. And yeah, there was trees, and it was weeds, and it was dirt, but it wasn't like this view. Like, I need to have this type of view, if that makes sense. Judge me if you want, like, whatever, but I can't. I just couldn't. And I'm sure the inside, and I've seen them, the insides are beautiful of these apartments they have in those areas. But, and yeah, okay, I did stay in my apartment all the time, but like, where is the Jewel? Where is the regular grocery store that doesn't have the wire door locks and the wires on the, or the metal gates on the doors and the metal gated windows? Like, I can't look at that. I just can't. I'd rather live in my car. I would be severely depressed, you know, more than usual, you know, like, I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good. And I did get anxiety medicine before I became homeless because I was very anxious about it. And he did say it would take like 2 to 3 weeks to kick in. And I'm like, okay, well, that would be about the time that I'm on the street. So I was glad I asked for it then, like a month ago. Because the nighttime thing was my biggest anxiety, not the daytime thing. So, and like I said, I do feel good. You know, I probably shouldn't get too comfortable, but I feel okay sleeping over there. So God bless me, and hopefully the angels are watching.